Good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk to you all about the value and the importance of reading and meditation. So meditation is something I came across about a year and a half ago. My wife was always a meditator, and she always used to say, Dustin, you've got to meditate, it's really great. But I never really thought much about it. I never really considered it to be a vital, important factor in my life. And reading is something I've always known about, that it's important to, well, a lot of successful people read, they go through many books, that the most successful people have a library full because they continuously read, and put that important knowledge and positive content into their brains. But again, I never thought that it was something that would increase my wealth or increase the value I place on life. So I was always a bad reader. I would read for 2-3 days and then not read for another 7 years. So to be honest, by the time I'm 41 now, a year and a half ago I started reading for the first time, and up until that point I probably had read like 3 books my entire life. So I was not a reader. So for those of you out there who don't read, I can relate to you, and I hope you can relate to me. So something happened in my life about a year and a half ago, and I turned to books. I all of a sudden felt this need. It was like just a draw. I got to start reading. Although many people that know me would say, well, Dust, you're already successful. You live in a nice house. You've got a nice life. Your kids go to the best schools. You go on nice overseas vacations. I felt like my life was taking a downturn and things were stagnating, and I was in a very bad emotional place. And I turned to books to try and lift me up and get that trajectory going upwards to where I really wanted to be in life, because I had a lot of financial setbacks. And I made a commitment every single day for the last nearly 1.5 years to start reading 10 pages a day. That's it. I just said 10 pages a day is the goal. And at first I was like, 10 pages, I'd read it. It would take me about 25-30 minutes, and that would be that. And I was like, well, this is not really making a difference. Like, it didn't feel like it was making a difference. And then all of a sudden, as the weeks went by, I remember like the first month I had finished a book. And I think I started with Robin Sharma's book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Highly recommend, by the way. And I was like, wow, I just finished a book. And I remember feeling this enormous sense of gratification and appreciation. And it was like an accomplishment. I was like, I've made a lot of money. I can sign a deal with any CEO in the country. But just reading a book, I was like, geez, like I did that. Wow, I was like quite proud of myself. And anyway, I kept reading 10 pages a day. I'd read 10 pages, put the book down. The next morning, wake up, read 10 pages, put the book down. And the following month, I'd finished a second book, and I read The Alchemist. Unbelievable book. Please read The Alchemist. Unreal. Quite an easy read. And I'd finished The Alchemist. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've just finished 2 books. And I would continue reading 10 pages a day. And on month 3, I finished my 3rd book. And I was like, this 10 pages a day starts stacking up. I've now read 3 books in 3 months. Fast forward a year and like 4 months later, I've read like 15 books. And I put all the books I've read on my top bookshelf and all the books I haven't read on the lower bookshelf, so I can see which books I've read. I mean, I'm like going through books like it's no tomorrow. I mean, I cannot believe how the little daily habits are now stacking up and building momentum. And I've now got 15 books of knowledge in here, 15 books of knowledge in there, and I'm able to now start putting that out into the world. And remember, whatever you put into your mind, into your heart, you start regurgitating out into the world. You start putting successful thoughts in, you start reaping successful rewards. You start putting positive, thoughtful, mindful content into your body, into your soul, into your heart. That's what you start projecting out into the world, and you start getting back from the universe. So guys, I cannot emphasize the power of reading enough. If you're not a reader, I relate to you. I know exactly what you're going through. I've been there. I've been there for 39 years of my life. Please start reading. It is a game changer. I honestly can tell you from the bottom of my heart, reading has changed my life. And the second thing is meditation. I've never been a meditator. I've never been one to sit still. I've always been one to be, I've got to keep working, work harder, be more busy, keep your mind active. That's how I was taught. That's how I was raised. That's what I thought was the right thing to do. Little did I know that being present, being still, taking some nice deep breaths, thinking about nothing other than just blackness, like just thinking about nothing, is actually the way to attract what you want in life. And I cannot tell you how meditation has changed my life, how meditation is completely revolutionizing the way I see the world, the way I am able to start pulling things from other dimensions into my reality, and how it calms me down, it relieves stress, it relieves anxiety. And I'm now starting to teach my kids that, especially my little one, who is bad tempered, like me, like a dad, and gets very upset very quickly. And now when that happens, we just say, just take some deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and within 3 or 4 or 5 deep, long breaths, all of a sudden it calms your autonomic nervous system down. All of a sudden you're relaxed, and you don't see the stressful situation stressful anymore. It's just the most incredible thing, how powerful the body is, how powerful the breath is. It is a game changer, guys. Please read, meditate daily. I'll get into more detail on this. This is just a quick extraction insert of what I wanted to tell you, but I'll go into deeper meaning on the meditation and the reading in other podcasts. But for now, please start getting into the habit of 10 minutes a day of meditation, 10 pages a day of reading. Just those two, if you add those 2 little things into your morning routine, it is going to make such a big positive impact in your life. I'm telling you, I'm a normal average Joe, I'm an average guy trying to do extraordinary things in the world, just like you are, trying to fight and reach my dreams and goals, just like you are. You've got to incorporate meditation and reading into the equation. Successful people do it. They do it for a reason, because it does make a massive difference. Have a wonderful day. I'm off to the gym to go and sweat and get some endorphins running through this body so that I can have a productive day. I hope you have a productive day. I'll chat to you all tomorrow.